Make this holiday season one to remember with Goldbelly, your one-stop shop for America's most iconic foods shipped nationwide. From the original turducken to the viral pie Kagan with decadent layers of Kagan pie, Goldbelly has everything to wow your guests with the click of a button. And with Black Friday around the corner, it's the perfect time to pre-order unique gifts that ship right to their door. Use promo code GIFT for 20% off your first order on goldbelly.com. The holidays have never been easier.
I have a bunch of herbs, so brought those to a boil, strained them, and then made Matt and I stood naked in the tub and just poured it on ourselves at midnight.
I love that. That's incredible. That's so cool.
Yeah. I have a bunch left over too. I have it in a Tupperware container just sitting on my counter. I'm like, do you refrigerate cleansing baths? I don't know how it keeps.
Is it like a fresh herb or is it like dried herbs?
It was dried herbs, but it's just liquid. It's just water now. It was just, I brought dried herbs up to a boil. It was like bay leaves, candula, rosemary, lemongrass, eucalyptus.
Oh, wow. I would probably refrigerate, but I err on the side of refrigeration a lot of times because I hate when things go bad. I get so bummed out when something that could have been saved by just being in the refrigerator turns out to be that way.
Oh my God, yeah. You're like, oh fuck, this sauce that's been sitting in my cupboard for 2 months should have actually been refrigerated this whole time.
Yeah, and you open it and you're like, I don't know. It's like foaming or something.
It's a little
funky. How was it? How did you feel after?
I think good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. Felt nice. It smelled good. I don't necessarily feel that much different, but it was a nice thing to do. 5 out of 5 stars.
Well, good. That's the best rating you can get. That's just the kind of rating one could give the Witchcast podcast on Apple reviews.
Emily, you clever girl.
And on that note, you gonna do the thing?
Let's jump in. Welcome to Witchcast.
'Cause it's Witchcast.
I'm Emily.
I'm Kate.
And we are your co-hosts of the Witchcast podcast.
That's right. We're your learning, growing, ever-evolving novice witches interested in exploring everything under the woo-woo, witchy, esoteric, spiritual universe.
We are just coming to it one step at a time, taking a step back, then a step forward, then another step forward, learning all about the witchy world.
Exactly. We're just little steps, little baby steps, sometimes big steps. We're just stepping our way through it.
That's right. And today we are talking about the tarot suit of Wands.
The last suit.
The final suit. It's the final suit.
Yes.
Parody for copyright law.
Disclaimer. Yeah.
But before we get into that, sorry, you go ahead.
No, I'm excited. It's our last, that we're finishing up the series.
I'm pumped.
But what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say, before we get into that, how's your Mercury retrograde going?
Well, it was fine until just before this call.
We had a little false start because Kate's computer just made a whirring noise and then shut off.
I was watching this YouTube documentary that a friend of mine made about ghost hunting, paranormal stuff. So I was already in the spooky mindset. And then right as Emily called me, she said, hello. And then my computer went, meh, and just shut down.
So creepy.
So creepy.
Or so Mercury retrograde. Could go either way.
Both. Por qué no los dos?
I've definitely been blaming Mercury retrograde for
everything.
I will say I usually am sort of like Mercury retrograde, what's the difference? But for whatever reason, because bad things happen outside of retrogrades also. Right. And it's just my computer shut down. But in the last 3 days, my computer's crashed twice. This morning, my internet just wasn't on when I got up. My printer, I had to get new ink for last week or 2 weeks ago, and because it updated itself and then was I'm out of ink. And I was like, you weren't out of ink before you updated. And then today, it had logged me out of the thing and refused to print if I didn't log in. So also, don't get an HP printer if you're thinking about it.
Girl, I have one and it's
the
bane of my existence. Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I was yelling. I feel kind of bad, but I was like, print, you fucking fuck.
You were yelling at your electronics. You feel bad about yelling at your printer? No, I think it deserves it.
I feel slightly out of my mind just being what the fuck's the matter with you to a printer? But I mean it.
I mean, who Who hasn't? Right.
It's a
Who
good
among
place to
us?
take out your aggression, I guess.
Yeah. I think printers are probably, if we were playing like a Family Feud, it'd be right up there.
Yeah, I mean, it's like even in Office Space. Why nigh
exactly.
on 20 years ago, they were smashing printers in a movie.
I think it was more than 20 years ago. 20 years ago was 2000.
Yeah.
When did Office Space come
20
out?
years ago was 2002. Office Space came
2002.
out either in 1999, 2000, 2001, somewhere in that range.
okay.
Because
I
it's about Y2K.
Oh, okay. Right.
They're like
yeah.
updating all of the 99 to be 2000 capable is like his job. He's just
Right.
sitting there deleting 1990 or like the 19 at the beginning of the code so that it can be compatible with 20.
Oh my God. Dude, time is crazy.
I tell you what it is.
So I'm sorry you've been having so many hiccups. Are you doing anything that help you like breathe through it besides yelling at your printer?
Honestly, I have not been doing a great job breathing through it. I guess I was able to just like, there was one that I was like, okay, this is happening and I'm just gonna like let it ride and eventually the computer will turn back on. But the printer today, I was pretty frustrated. You know, because the internet this morning also wasn't restarting properly. And
It
it
was
was just like,
cumulative, yeah.
yeah, it was like, by the time I got to like, because it was also like, we were supposed to record this and I was like trying to get a stupid thing to print and it took like 20 minutes of my time. And so I had to like, it was just everything. My whole day got bumped for technology. And I have to just like be cool with that.
Yeah.
You know?
That is very Mercury retrograde, I feel. Like delays, communication issues, and technological mishaps for sure. Also, one more thing about the printer. I don't know about yours, but mine does this when like you need an instruction manual or you want to need help. It'll print out its own like advice to you and then use up your ink. And then you're like, oh, great. So I printed out what I need to do to like get this fixed, but now I'm out of ink again.
Yeah, jerk store.
Ugh, it's so annoying.
It's really frustrating.
That's how they get you.
I really think, I don't know if I said this in the last episode, but if I didn't, I was thinking about it. I really think that HP put a thing in their update that made the printer just be like, I'm out of ink. Because it hadn't said it was out of ink before I updated it. And they only do estimated levels on like the app. So I feel like they were just like, I wonder if we can get away with just telling everybody they're out of ink. So
Make
that
them buy
everybody
more
has to
ink.
buy. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past them.
There's no way for me to check because all it does is show estimated. I mean, like, I would have to learn how the printer cartridge actually works, which I guess I could do. I did think about it. I was like, am I going to get in there and just like check for myself? But then I was like, no, that's crazy, Emily. You're all the way down the conspiracy theory hole. But
Yeah, I feel like knowing you and knowing how little time you actually have for yourself with your workload, I would
it's
say
not worth
no.
it. It would just be like a spite activity,
Yeah.
which is like not useful. I already bought the ink. Like,
It's very peak Scorpio of you, though. I love it.
it's on my mind.
We love a spiteful queen.
I almost went on Twitter to tweet about how HP was like frustrating me. And then I was like, not today. Because then I was like, well, if I'm going to tweet about HP, I gotta mention the Adobe suite. And I was like,
Then
Emily.
Emily has like this long laundry list of grievances against major brands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't think this is really how I should like comport myself on the internet. But
Tweet 1 of 93. Just like
yeah, right.
tirade. Honestly, though, I support you in whatever you want to do. Whatever makes you feel better, man. Take them down. Take down those
I
corporations.
do want to just yell at them. I know it, but it's just like yelling at a rock. Like, I know it's not
Yeah.
going to do anything. It just...
Well, they might they sometimes they do that thing though, right? Like if someone complains about something, the brand will like reply to them and be like, "Please DM us. We're sorry you're having this issue. We're gonna make it right for you." And I don't ever know what actually happens after that, but I have seen that quite a lot.
Yeah, I've had to do that to get like the attention of airlines before.
Yes,
when I was
airlines.
having yeah, and I basically do it. I know no one's gonna like it. No one's paying attention to that shit. But it's for getting JetBlue to or whoever to just be like, okay, fine, we'll look for your luggage, or like whatever.
Yeah. Way to snitch on us. You win. We'll help you.
It just escalates the
Yeah.
because otherwise sometimes you can't get a person. Like you cannot
Oh my
get
God.
to anyone.
Yeah.
And it's just I'll just DM them or like tweet them to be like, hey, I need you. I know there's a person there. You just tweeted at Arby's, so I know you're there.
Answer me. Yeah. It's escalating in a real way.
Yeah. Kind of a cursed, evolution of our society. But hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah, what are you going to do? We're here. We're part of it.
Yeah, we're in it.
We're in
baby.
We're in it. So, back to wands.
Yeah, so wands.
I'm really excited to close out our. Of course, there's a motorcycle going by. I'm really excited to close out our deep dive into each of the suits. So if you are just joining us, we have 3 previous episodes scattered throughout the season of us breaking down each card, in terms of visuals and possible interpretations of each of the suits of the Rider Waite Smith deck. And before we jump into breaking down the deck, I have a little shout out I need to give to the Smith part of Rider Waite Smith.
Yeah.
So you and I talked about this offline, and then our friend and previous guest, Andrea of the Empress Rising, DM'd us and was like, hey, heads up, you guys should talk about this. So Rider is the name of the publishing company that first published this first deck of tarot cards. And I think, honestly, we could do a whole episode, honestly, on the history of Rider Waite Smith.
Yeah, totally.
I looked some stuff up and it's fascinating.
That would be a story time episode someday in the future.
Oh, that would be a really good one. I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but we know that Waite is Arthur Edward Waite, who was in the Order of the Golden Dong Order of the
Golden Dong.
I mean, honestly, Aleister Crowley probably called it that. I hope he did. Yes. But he was with our boy Crowley at some point in Order of the Golden Dawn. He was the one who created the deck and not created it, but attributed the different meanings and descriptions that we are most familiar with today. But the illustrator that we haven't talked about yet is Pamela Coleman Smith, who she's a woman, and she was a woman of color. She was born of an American father and a Jamaican mother, and she created all of these beautiful illustrations, and which if you've listened to past episodes, and you'll also see with this one, directly relate to the meaning of the cards. So essentially, Arthur would send her just a breakdown of just 9 of Wands, here's some catchphrases, here's some words that you can associate with it, both upright and then reversed, and then she would then use her own imagination from that description and just then create these visuals. So it's not a lot of this stuff is really from her. She kind of just took his inspo as a jumping off point.
Yeah, because so much of when people talk about tarot readings, they include what you see in the original Rider Waite Smith deck. Or they talk about in the original there's a pyramid behind or something like that, and it's that's her side of it. That's and
full
here
of
we
symbolism.
are talking about it now.
Yeah. There's a whole backstory to her that I found. I'm not going to talk about it again. We don't have time on today's episode, but we might delve into this more. But one thing I will say that I thought was cool is that she was known to have second sight and paint pictures based on visions that she saw while listening to music. So, and she was also part of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn at some point as well. That's how she met Arthur. So I think that's neat that she was also she wasn't just an illustrator. She was also kind of woo woo. And yeah, this deck is really, I think, a culmination of all of her and Arthur's efforts.
I love that. That's such a cool thing. And so going forward, Rider Waite Smith.
Rider Waite Smith. We see you, Pamela. Sorry we left you out.
Yeah. Sorry about history. Sorry about us.
We are, I don't know if you missed the opening, but we are learning. We're novices. We're not experts by any means.
Learning witchy baby. Learning witchy baby.
Learning witchy baby. Should be a t-shirt, a little crop top.
Ooh,
Learning
that'd be
witchy
good.
Baby.
Oh my God. Yes. I have a vision in my mind. It's in pastels. It's in a 70s font.
Yes.
There's some flowers.
I'm seeing the exact same thing, girl.
Yeah. Could work on a tote, could work on a crop. We are there. It is merch. It is maybe eventually someday happening.
Maybe someday. Let's manifest that into reality.
Yeah.
Okay. ready? Let's dive in. I don't know.
Yeah,
Wanna
let's
talk
do
about
it.
wands?
Yeah, let's fucking do it, man.
I'm excited about wands because I feel like I get wands often, and I'll speak to like when they come up, the cards I tend to get a lot, but I don't really focus that much on them. Like they're not something that, I don't know. I don't have like a really strong pull to them, but they are associated with the element of fire, which as a Sagittarius you think I would love. But they tend to deal overall with ideas of spirituality, determination, intuition, creativity, ambition, expansion. There's you'll notice a lot of things about getting projects and things off the ground, working in your best interests, consciousness, working from the core of your being, dealing with things of personality, ego, self-concept, etc.
Yeah. And hot, sexy energy.
In terms of playing cards, wands corresponds to clubs. I just thought that was interesting. And what else did I want to say about that? I think what is interesting is because we talked about swords last. When we did the series, and swords is very much about like intellect and like thinking things through, where I think wands is also about thought, but it's more about kind of like deep personal like journey, yeah,
it's like your intuition, your inspiration, you're like you're like it's I was trying to think of it like when I think of fire, I feel like I usually think of like a bonfire, but it's also like the sun,
yeah,
like that creative energy and like the like bright shiny like
yeah.
Heat.
I agree it feels a little more like transformative, like because fire is a transformative element. Okay, so starting with the Ace of Wands, key phrases: growth, potential, new opportunities, inspiration. As with all aces, it's about new beginnings, but backing up the visuals that Pamela Coleman Smith created, you'll see a hand holding a sprouting wand that kind of looks like a branch, and it's extending out from a cloud. In the distance on the left sits a castle, and there are mountains and hills in the horizon. So all of this is speaking to beginning a project or a quest with some sort of spiritual, energetic quality or aspect to it, like we talked about. So if you're waiting for a sign that a new venture that you're about to embark on is the right one, this card is saying, yes, go do it. But it doesn't guarantee outcome. More so, it's the seed, like all of the aces, from which that plant, that beautiful branch of a wand, will grow. And it speaks more to potential versus outcome. But whatever you're thinking whatever it is you're thinking about starting, the card is saying, go forth. And it could reap generous rewards for your soul and spiritual and guidance. I don't know. I kept thinking a lot about with these cards too, as I was, by the way, I'm going to do the first 7 and then Emily's going to do the second 7.
Yeah.
So at least for my first 7, I was thinking a lot about like me taking this psychic medium class with our friend Emily Grow, which was like kind of scary for me to commit to, but like it's been really beneficial. We just had our last class this week. Or like me going to Korea to live and volunteer for a month was like fucking terrifying, but it was like hugely pivotal for who I am as a person and like very beneficial. So that's the kind of ideas that I think of like, or like starting a new career, like something that's like good for you as a person. I'm making a lot of like gestures right now.
Like a fire rising up.
Yes.
The stomach to the shoulders. Sorry, I don't know.
Exactly. If the Ace of Wands is reversed, it could be that you're full of energy and vim and vigor, but not sure what direction to go or how to channel that energy. Take a step back and assess the best course of action. What are you truly passionate about? Conversely, it also could mean that there are some delays or frustrations with a project you're trying to get off the ground. So now might actually not be the best time. Timing is key and patience is everything.
That theme repeats later. Little sneak preview.
Yeah, I notice a lot of repetition in these, for sure. But yeah, I like it. Anyway, I'm excited to also talk about the Queen, but I won't get ahead of myself. I'm excited to hear you talk about the Queen.
I'm excited to get there.
All right, moving on then to Two of Wands. This is about planning, progress, discovery, decisions, future planning. Visually, there's a man in a red robe and a hat holding a small globe. He is in a castle, and his hand is resting on an upright wand, and then there's a second wand affixed to the castle's wall. And in the background, you can see that the land is seems kind of dark soil, fertile, but it's also kind of rocky. So after the ace, you know what you want to do. Now it's the time to figure out how. I like to think of this as the ideating, brainstorming development stage of things. You need to take some time to take stock of what it is you really want and develop a thoughtful plan then to execute it. You're not quite ready to jump into the fray, but if you trust your intuition and root into your mission, you can overcome any obstacles, get outside of your comfort zone, and venture forth. Whew. Yeah, so Biddy says that twos and tarots can also relate to making a choice, a decision, which I that's so cool. So you might be also waffling between taking that big next step or doing something maybe a little more safer, but I say no risk, no reward. Explore your options. Being uncomfortable is how we grow. Reversed, it could mean that you're looking inward and working on your personal goals or at a personal crossroads. Tap into what makes you tick and what you're most passionate about. Reconnect with your mission and vision, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed. You could be just feeling there's just too much going on and you're not sure what to do. If you have a goal but you're not sure of the strategy to get there, don't flail about or work haphazardly. Just break down your next steps.
Nice.
Yeah. I feel that's good. Good advice.
Yeah. And I feel the ace and the two are ones that have sort of a pattern across the suits, you know?
Yes.
And to a certain degree the 3 and the 10 and but the middle bit is a little bit question mark profit to me, but
yeah.
you know,
yeah, that's when things get exciting and weird and wonky and chaotic. Yeah, it's funny, they do kind of set the stage, the ace and 2 kind of set the stage a little bit.
Yeah, I feel it's opportunity, then planning or strategy, and then 3 I feel a bunch of them is teamwork, but I'm interested to find out what it is for wands.
Well, Emily, let me tell you. So the 3 of wands, key phrases, progress, foresight, expansion, possible travel, overseas opportunities. So this 3 of wands is not about teamwork. Actually, that comes in a little later. We'll get there. But this one depicts a man in red and green robes standing on a cliff with his back turned. 3 wands are firmly planted in the ground, and he is not in the castle. He's in a vast open space looking out to the sea and the distant mountains. There are 3 sailing ships passing by in the sea, and he is at a high vantage point, so he can kind of see everything that lies out in front of him. So I wrote, okay, you got your dream goal, you got your plan, and now you're out of the castle and starting to put that plan into action. It's kind of I feel a bit of pre-production and a bit of production for our media savvy friends. Anyway, you've got this. You're progressing. You're on the right path. Stay true to your dream and plan and dream big. Be aware of challenges that could come up and have a backup plan in place with how to deal with them. This also could signify travel overseas, you getting out of your comfort zone, and you may need to travel literally or metaphysically to really grow and evolve and reach what you're aiming for. Reversed, it could mean, are you playing it too safe? Are you overcommitted and overwhelmed? Maybe you're experiencing delays and progress has come to a halt. Assess, adapt, and overcome. You know what you have to do.
Don't forget, you can just tweet at JetBlue.
God damn it, JetBlue. Yeah. At them.
I love that.
Yeah. So moving on to 4 of wands, and this, I don't know. I'm excited. I can give me my thoughts at the end because I'm also curious of what you found for the second half. But I was overall kind of surprised with how positive a lot of these cards were. I guess if that's
yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah,
considering that the swords were a little
the
heavier.
Wands are pretty friendly. I gotta tell you, at least in my half, I was
yeah.
Even when it's tough, it's still you
got this. Yeah,
exactly, which is nice.
Exactly. So speaking of, the 4 of wands is key phrases, celebration, milestone, joy, harmony, family stability, homecoming, relaxation. It shows 2 happy people dancing and celebrating with flowers in their hands. There's a big wreath abounding with blossoms and grapes suspended between the wands. And in the background, there's another group of people, maybe a family, standing in front of a large castle. So, you have your dream, your plan. You've been hard at work executing it. It's time to celebrate. Take a big moment to, not a big moment, just a moment, to pause and reflect. Yeah, party, enjoy the fruits of your labor, let your hair down. The imagery and numerology of 4 speak to matters relating to home, family, and stability. So this could mean like a wedding is a great example, or a significant milestone. But either way, whatever it is, you're supported and you're secure, you can relax a bit and have fun. Good job. Doesn't mean it's over though. Reversed, this might mean more of an internal victory or a mini milestone, like you quit smoking or you're making really great progress on your own spiritual mental health journey and you want to kind of keep that to yourself and celebrate privately. Totally cool. Congrats. Conversely, it could speak to a breakdown in harmony and stability. You could feel like you're in a moment of upheaval or instability. It's not as monumental, I think, as the Tower, if I'm the major arcana, but still you're feeling the effects of this upheaval period, and that's okay. It will pass. Transition moments, while uncomfortable, are essential to our growth.
Woo. Yeah.
Boom. 4 of Swords.
Boom.
I never get that card. Okay.
4 Wands.
4 of Wands. Okay, moving on to 5. I have gotten this one. So...
Yeah, I feel like I don't get wands all that much. Sorry, we can keep going, but like it's except for the like face cards sometimes. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I only get like one or there's only a couple wands cards that I get on a regular that I actually do get on a regular basis. Yeah. Maybe we need to work on the wands part of our energy.
Yeah, spirituality. Creativity, but we're so creative. Maybe we're just like handled in that area.
We're done. Yeah, we're good. We're finished with our involvement.
Right? Yeah, nothing more to learn.
I am Buddha.
Yeah.
5 of Wands. Key phrases for this are conflict, disagreements, tension, competition, differencing of ideals and opinions, butting heads, diversity of thought, diversity in general. So on the card you see 5 men that appear to be fighting each other using their wands as weapons, but they're raised but not striking or hurting anyone. And each of the men are wearing a different outfit. So that can symbolize differences of ideas or just fashion taste, whatever.
Yeah. Take a step back and consider your wardrobe.
Is it time for a makeover? So Biddy says that 5s in tarot can speak to conflict and change. Again, duh, love that. Love when she just breaks it down like that. Like, oh, like that makes it so much easier to remember. Of like, oh, all 2s. Some, not always, but usually have something to do about choice and decision. All 5s can speak to some sort of change or conflict. Anyway.
And then you know the element, and then you're pretty much all like halfway there.
Poof, you're a professional tarot reader. Anyway, so in this 5 of Wands, definitely conflict and change. It's like a group project feel it's giving me, you know, where like no one's listening, no one can agree on anything. There's quite a bit of tension and conflict, butting heads, maybe there's a stalemate. Everyone has a different opinion and point of view, and there's not a lot of like empathy going on or like putting each other in your own shoes. You know what that's saying, whatever. If you're in the middle of this conflict, can you find a way to rise above and help make the situation constructive? Differences are what makes us special and exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, the team needs a coach to not be a dictator, but rather find a creative solution that everyone can get on board with. So you also might be going through a transitional period with it. Definitely is giving me group work, teamwork mentality, right? But conflicted. So you might be going through a period of transition or big change or upheaval, and that's inevitable, but you can do what you can to help get everyone on board. Reversed, it could signify an internal struggle you're having with yourself. You're not sure what you really feel about something or what to do. Do your research, listen, trust your gut. Could mean also that you're avoiding conflict. This has come up quite a bit, I think, in this suit. If you're avoiding conflict out of fear, know that sometimes conflict and confrontation are necessary. So check in with yourself why you're avoiding it. It also could speak that maybe you just kind of got out of a conflict. It has been resolved, you've worked through it, and now you're on the other side. Good job.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I feel like that speaks to fire being like transformational. You know, like sometimes conflict is necessary to move through to the next thing.
Yeah, sometimes you need to burn it down and start all over again.
Don't I know?
Okay, 6 of Wands.
Not guilty on the arson charge. Continue.
Yes. Arson? What arson? It was my sister. Okay, key phrases for 6 of Wands. Progress, public recognition, success, self-confidence. It has a man wearing a victory wreath around his head, and he's riding this big decorated white horse through this crowd of cheering people. And he holds an upright wand with a wreath tied to the top.
Ooh.
And I wrote, okay, queen, look at you. I started to get, as you know, like sillier as time goes on with my research.
Definitely like you start out like serious, and then like by the time I get to the last one, I'm always like, get it, girl.
You got this, queen. Okay, you've been doing the work. You've reached a milestone. Again, not the final one, but you've done a great job and you're getting recognition for it. Don't be afraid to shine and be proud of what you've accomplished. Use this to build your confidence and keep going. Reversed could mean that maybe you're getting kind of arrogant. It's kind of the success is getting to your head, blowing up your ego. Don't
just parading your wreath around.
I know, just being like, I'm so great. Don't let that public accolades or success get to your head. Or it could also, again, internally mean that you would prefer to celebrate whatever it is that you've achieved privately, or it's an internal victory. Or it could also mean that you're really caught up in needing this validation outside of yourself, which, you know, what is this phrase?
What would that be like?
I know, I don't know. Get in line. That's what I wanted to say. I was like, sign up on the list. I couldn't think of the phrase.
Sign up on the list.
Sign up on the list. I also need validation. Or it also could mean that maybe you kind of fell on your face. You got some egg on your face. Maybe you kind of got publicly called out in a bad way. Either way, it's like affecting your confidence, right? And self-esteem. Time to turn within and do some self-work. If it's the latter, is it time to maybe move on? Or if you're feeling like you really need to get validation from outside forces, outside people, think about what does success really mean and look like to you? And how can you give that within yourself?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Just hypothetically.
And if you find out, let us know.
Yeah, exactly. Please DM us. Okay, 7 of Wands. Persevering on. That is one of the key phrases. Perseverance. Competition, challenge, protection. So this is, I get 7 of Wands, actually. This is one of the cards I think I get quite a bit. So it's a man on top of the hill, armed with a wand in each hand, and he's fighting off 6 more wands coming coming up from below.
The wands are attacking.
Yeah. Although, wait, that math doesn't work out. Whatever. He's fighting a bunch of wands. And he's wearing 2 different shoes, which I thought was interesting. And I wrote...
Another strong fashion choice.
I know. The wands, they're pioneers, really, in fashion. I wrote, boy, they're really coming for you, aren't they? It could be people jealous of your success, nasty trolls who have nothing better to do with their time, super critical critics, or even just a challenge or big obstacle that's getting in the way of you achieving your goals. It might have caught you by surprise, hence the 2 different shoes you threw on, or you might not be sure where you stand. But root in. You got this. Keep fighting. With great power comes great responsibility. I literally wrote that down.
Mwah, chef's kiss.
Thank you. I will always try to work that Spider-Man quote in somewhere. Don't let the haters get you down. Reversed, it could mean that there's a lot of external pressure that's causing you to feel like you want to cave in. Or again, you could be avoiding conflict. Are you overwhelmed? Do you feel like everyone has an opinion and nobody's on your side? Time for boundaries, baby. Literally spelled out baby, B-A-Y-B-E-E.
Good.
Thank you. You inspire me, Emily. It's really all you.
I'm honored.
You got this. Ground yourself. Question if your worries are true or not. Cue the Rocky montage. Get back in the ring.
Nice.
Yeah, but it also could mean that you've done everything you can. It's time to let this one go, and that's okay too.
Just, take your punches from the wands that are flying at you.
Exactly. Just decide, are these wands worth fighting? Yes? No?
Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah. And
if the meat punches back, am I still Rocky?
that is a tote bag quote if I've ever heard one.
I don't know if that one made any sense.
It's
Am
very
I
deep.
losing my mind?
If the meat punches back, am I still Rocky? I need to write that down.
Something to think about for sure.
Deep thoughts. That's big brain energy you got there.
Thanks. Big brain energy.
Big brain energy. All right, well, that's the 7.
Hideous.
That was all the work I did.
Cool. I can take it from here.
Over to you, Emily.
Thanks, Kate. I did this in a slightly different order than you. I think that I did it in a slightly different order from how I usually do it. So that I'm sorry that this is not going to be exactly the same as we transition from 7 to 8.
No, I love it.
It's
do it your
basically
way.
the same. I just put the description first for some reason.
It's okay.
The other thing I wanted to... What am I doing? The other thing I want to talk about is just a quick side note. Do the wands in the Rider Waite Smith deck kind of look like pretzel sticks to you?
Yes,
Or is it just
absolutely.
me? Every time I see it, I think pretzel stick.
But, I never really thought that before, but when you said it, it immediately rang true in my heart and in my stomach, and now I want pretzel sticks.
Yeah, and it's like, I feel like there's like a heat and dryness theme through some of the imagery that also a pretzel
Like a oven-baked
leaves
pretzel.
your mouth dry.
It is true. It is true.
It can be a very dry snack. So, coincidence? I think so.
I think Pamela Coleman Smith loved pretzels.
Maybe she saw a vision from the future of pretzel sticks. Would there have been pretzel sticks in... When was the Rider Waite Smith deck? It was like the 20s, right? Or earlier? It doesn't matter. This is not for right now, but...
It was 1909.
1909.
1909. It was published by the Rider Company in England.
No way they had mass-produced pretzel sticks.
I doubt it.
She had a vision from the future. Anyway,
She
okay.
knew.
Sorry. So, 8 of Wands. What we see here, we got sticks flying through the air. No people. Just sticks on their own wands flying through the air. Pretzel sticks.
Into
and they're like
Emily's mouth.
in front of a scenic waterfront vista, kind of. You got like a lake or ocean and then some hills behind or beyond. And it's like someone off screen just like somehow threw all of them super fast all at once at the same angle, like a javelin or a pole vault, or I don't really know sports, but you get the idea.
Yeah, that checks out.
And then so upright, this one is movement, fast-paced change, action, alignment, or air travel. We got another travel card. One is, yours was overseas travel. This one is specifically air travel because the pretzels are flying through the air at high velocity.
Air pretzels.
And then reversed, this can mean delays, frustration, resisting change, internal alignment, lack of action. But broadly speaking, the card means that your struggles have cleared, you've gone through it, you're moving forward. You may be busy with this card, but it's like a good busy. And then the card tells you that you should just like go with that speedy flow. Don't resist the current that's propelling you forward. It's, because this is the suit of creativity, ambition, determination. So if there's something you want or you've been working towards, you might be suddenly hurtling towards it. So make sure you finish whatever you start and strike now while the iron is hot. And then the other thing is that because this is minor arcana, the state may not last. So it's important that you like take action now when you see this card, for the most part. So you might ask yourself like, where can I take action? Am I taking action where I need to be? Am I resisting the flow? Am I making the moves I need to reach my goals? And this card is just like, get after it. There's no time to waste.
I get this card actually quite a bit too. I feel like I get 7 and 8, and I'm now going back and thinking of all the times I've gotten it and did not take action when it told me to.
I know. I feel like my poor deck is always like, okay, now's the time. Strike while the iron's hot. And I'm like, I want a plant.
I know. I'm like, what? Hello? Did someone say something?
Yeah.
I want a plant. That's so funny.
Okay, 9 of Wands. Moving 9.
Moving on. Moving 9.
9 of Wands. So what you see, you've got a guy standing among a bunch of wands that are upright like trees or giant enchanted pretzel sticks. And he's holding on to one, and like he looks a little concerned or maybe just tired. And in fact, he is tired. He's like leaning on it kind of, but he's kind of standing up. And then, so this card, the 9 and the 10 of Wands are probably as close as it gets to like an eek card, but they're really not. Okay, so upright, it's like resilience, courage, persistence, a test of faith, boundaries. It's like you might be facing adversity, you might be on the edge of exhaustion, but you are standing tall and getting the job done. The card suggests that you may have faced or been facing opposition, may have faced or be facing opposition. You might be struggling, but you're not down yet. And the 9 of Wands is here to be like, trust your resilience. You got true grit. Find your support system. It's there. This is like, oh, I'm leaning on my wand, but it's like, you can lean on your friends and family. And it's like, you're on the right path. Don't give up. You're almost through this thing. You know, you're at the 9, 10 is the end of the cycle. So like you're getting there. You're not there yet, but like, don't be disheartened. And then so you're considering like, where am I facing opposition? How can I like keep pushing? And just true grit.
True grit.
When I was in like my teens and 20s, my friends in Halifax and I had this thing, or some of them, where like if we saw you drinking out of a straw, we'd rip it out of your drink and throw it on the ground and yell true grit because it's cooler to drink without a straw, I guess. I don't know. And
does that have something to do with the movie or something? I don't.
No, it weirdly started before the movie, and then they came out with the movie True Grit, and then we kind of stopped because the movie seemed to have really kind of overtaken the meaning of True Grit, the true meaning of True Grit.
So funny. That is ridiculous and hilarious.
Just something to think about when you get the 9 of Wands. True Grit.
True grit. Throw that straw on the ground.
Yeah, you've got it. You can drink that drink without a straw. You can get through to the end of the cycle. You can do it. You're doing it. And then, okay, so the 10 of Wands, I wrote, oof, this is a tough one. Because when you look at it, it's like, oh. But it's actually, again, really not that bad of a card. The wands really are pretty friendly overall. So, like, image-wise, you've got sort of like a peasant maybe carrying a massive bundle of sticks.
Oh, yes.
And they are like feeling it. They are under it. It is rough. They are bent over. The sticks are heavy. Mm-hmm. Even though it's like 10 sticks, should that really be that heavy? The answer is, yeah, these sticks are heavy as hell.
They're like sourdough pretzels. They're like hefty pretzels.
Yeah. And then so upright, you've got burden, extra responsibility, hard work, completion, and reversed, doing it all, carrying the burden, delegation, release. Did I say reversed for the 9? If I didn't, the 9 reversed is inner resources, struggle, overwhelm, defensive, paranoia. Now you know.
Yeah, you did not.
Anyway,
but now we know.
Back to 10. Not the most thorough coverage. Sorry, guys. You get the idea.
You're doing great. I'm learning tons.
Thanks. Cool. All right. So 10 of Wands. Basically, the 10 in this case, and I guess in all the suits maybe, and I didn't really put this together until this final one. The 10 is like the end of the cycle for ace through 10, and then I keep wanting to call him the knave. The page like begins it again.
Yeah.
So like the 10 is like you're coming through your burdens, and either it's good or bad, but like you're at the end of it, and then the page resets the cycle and is like opportunity and stuff. But we'll get to that in a minute.
Mind blown. I just was starting to realize that when you were talking to, I was like, whoa, 10s. Anyway, go on.
Yeah. Just learning. We're all just learning this together.
Isn't it that exciting?
Ain't that nice? All right. So basically, this card's like you're doing it all. You are carrying a heavy burden. Maybe you're on the verge of burning out. Maybe. But this card is like, wow, you're doing the right thing. This is like, I feel like, okay, so wait. I'm trying to understand my own notes. Okay, so it isn't like the swords or something where it's like, you've been murdered, please just lie down and wait. Like, wait for the game to restart because you are done. The Wands 10 is like, this is tough, but you're appreciated, or you're about to reach your goal. And guess what? This is the end of the cycle. This is temporary. This will end. You're nearing the end of this thing. So just like keep stepping forward. Yes, it's heavy, but you're going to get there. Examples that Biddy gave are like caring for a sick relative who really appreciates it, or like working extra hard to take a super sick vacation. And then flip side, you know, the other side of it, though, is like it might be so reversed or just a reversed reading. If that doesn't apply to you, it could be that it's becoming too much to bear. You need to learn to delegate or let things go. It's time to like, you're carrying a heavy burden. You can put it down. So ask yourself, am I nearing the end of the tunnel? Where am I carrying more than usual? Do I need to delegate or just push through? And usually the way that, or at least the way that it's been framed to me and on Biddy, is like, it, you know, is this burden going to be an ongoing thing forever? In which case, this is a sign to like, you have to figure out another way. Like, you cannot live like this. Or is it like you are 10 days away from done and you got to just like push through this thing?
Interesting. That's a really helpful context, actually.
Yeah.
Definitely gotten this card and not listened to any of that.
Yeah. So it's, you know, do I need to delegate, or do I need to just push through? Either way, like, you know, this situation is going to end, whether the burden itself is like going away, or it's time for you to like figure out how to put it down.
Yeah. Good advice. Good advice.
What a world. Anyway, Page of Wands. A fancy lad in a gold cape looking at his long, hard wand. It's like a guy in like a gold cape, and he's got like his long stick is like on the ground, but also taller than him. So he's kind of like looking at it like, my big old stick. This is the biggest pretzel rod I've ever seen. Upright, this means inspiration, ideas, discovery, limitless potential, free spirit. Reversed or reverse reading, newly formed ideas, redirecting energy, self-limiting beliefs, a spiritual path. So Paige starts the new cycle, the royalty section, the face cards, baby.
The face cards, baby.
Face cards, baby. And this is what I didn't put together before now. But so the page is like seizing opportunities, starting new projects, giving things a go. And also, like, the page is approaching things as a novice, maybe seeking mentors. You know, it's like instead of it just being like, here's an opportunity, the page is like, hey, here's an opportunity, and where can you seek guidance? You know, like, can you come to this with, like, fresh eyes? You know, page a little baby, you know, act like it. Maybe, possibly. Anyway, so maybe you're experiencing creative restlessness, and you should, like, take your creative spark, ground it down into reality, map out a strategy, and just come to it like you know, you're like a happy little page.
Yeah.
So some questions you might want to ask yourself: am I starting too many things without solid planning? Who can guide me in my journey? But also, it's a big old sign to follow that spark through, BB.
Baby. While you've been talking, I've been pulling out the wands cards, corresponding wand cards from my Universal Goddess deck, and I'm realizing that, actually, I get these cards a lot.
I was going to do that after we talked with my Moon Power Tarot, because, the Moon Power Tarot doesn't look anything like... I always forget that it's wands because they're, like, Sailor Moon wands.
Not pretzel wands.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, I actually do get a lot of these. Okay, interesting and edifying. Continue.
All right. And so that's the Page of Wands. You know, you're like, you know, you're pursuing new things. You've got limitless potential. You got to believe in yourself. You got to redirect your energy, and you got to plan. And like, you know, and planning can include, you know, is there a guide that you could turn to? Do you know someone who knows more? Is there someone who's experienced that can like help you take your little pagey hand and move forward?
That is
something
good
to
advice.
think about.
Something to think about.
All right, Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands.
Knight.
Okay, so here you've got a golden knight on a galumphing, galloping horse by the pyramids of Egypt. Possibly historically questionable, but a very inspiring image. I guess it's about hotness, dryness, and being ready for action.
Oh, yeah.
Upright. we've got energy, passion, inspired action, adventure, impulsiveness. Reversed, we've got passion projects, but also like haste, scattered energy, delays, frustration, being too impulsive, just like running forward into the sun without like being like, hey, how did I get to Egypt?
So right. Moon Knight.
So Moon Knight, actually. Interesting. So while the Page of Wands marks the initial spark of a new idea, the Knight of Wands shows the actual pursuit of that idea. That's actually a direct quote from Biddy. They just said that so well that I had to just steal that sentence.
It is well said.
This card is all about being all fired up and ready to get shit done, honey. So you are bold, you are courageous, you're taking on the world, you're not worried about danger or the historical accuracy of a knight making it all the way to the pyramids in full regalia. But also, you may be acting first and thinking later. So downside of this card can be impulsiveness and impatience. So this, I would argue, is a real take a step back kind of card. Because it's like, it's presenting you with a situation, but like offering up a few possibilities. So it's like, am I acting brilliantly and riding on the wave to glory? Am I going too far? Will there be a better time for this passion project or opportunity? Because it can be read as a waiting card because it asks you to consider whether or not the time is right, the time is now, and should you like go, this is it, go for it, you're a beautiful knight on a beautiful horse, or like, is this the moment to like hold because you're almost there, but like you're just a knight on a horse somehow at the pyramids. And like, maybe this isn't the place for your joust because no one knows what you're doing. No one is also a knight.
Right. This is I'm learning so much, and I'm just like kind of blown away by how much these cards have gotten in the past and did not
just not listening. I know my poor little Moon Power Tarot is fantastic, but the little booklet that comes with it just has like 2 or 3 words for each card, and I do often like lean on, or at least when I first got it, I was like very much leaning on those. Now I'm A, more educated, and B, if I'm not sure, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely was just like, yes, I do have intuition. Onward.
Like, right, yeah. Oh, I got this. Yeah, that's so funny. Like the Universal Goddess, I literally have been getting this card a lot, the Knight of Wands. And it's like a goddess on a unicorn over a rainbow. It doesn't tell me to take a step back.
Well, I mean, in some ways, neither does it's like a unicorn over a rainbow is pretty like you were on the way to glory.
Right.
Whereas like a knight on like a horse that's like pointing forward is like might be about to charge, but he might be like, wait.
Yeah.
Now charge.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's always good advice, honestly, looking back at my past readings. And also, I guess we should clarify, we've said this in past episodes of this series, but these are top line interpretations. It's always going to matter where you get them in the reading, what the context is, what the question is, what other cards you got in relation to it. So these are just kind of top level, but very interesting. It's bringing up very interesting questions. My brain's going, that would have been good to think about 2 months ago.
I know. Sometimes when we've been doing this with the suits, there's been a few where I've been typing up the description. I'm like, God damn it, that was good advice.
Yeah.
Too bad I wasn't listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. Okay, so I wrote, oh my God, this beautiful bitch. She's in a long flowing robe on a throne surrounded by sunflowers with a black cat at her feet. I mean, hello.
I love that. I love that for her.
Right, I love that for her. Upright, courage, confidence, independence, social butterfly, determination. And reversed is self-respect, self-confidence, introverted maybe, reestablishing a sense of self. But by and large, this card is just like, she is upbeat, she is courageous, she is determined, she is the goddamn sun. She's like, you have arrived and you can realize all your creative visions. You've got your life purpose. You can go for it, even in the face of adversity, even against challenges. You are self-actualized. You are like doing the work. You're meditating. You're self-aware. You know who you are. You know how to best channel your strengths and weaknesses to achieve your goals, quote unquote, Biddy. This is like, she's optimistic. She's got ideas. She's ready to share them. And like, she just knows how to get what she wants, you know? She's like, and she's great at like bringing other people along with her. She's engaging other people. She's connecting. She's networking. She's achieving her goals. She is like so determined. I know. I'm sorry. I'm going too far here.
No, I love it. I love it.
She's just like a friendly, optimistic little lady. And so like some questions you can ask yourself are like, are you fulfilling your social butterfly self? Are you making connections? Are you networking? Are you doing enough to get out there? And flip side, do you need more me time? Is it too much? Like, you know, because she really is like, you know, there's a self-care and self-respect element to this that's like, you need to like explore and nurture your inner child, you know? And so the other thing that this card can suggest in terms of like, if you're looking for an action item, is that this may say that it's time to do a little shadow work. You know? Might be about making deeper connections. But really, she's just like a self-actualized goddess who should be allowed to live. But yeah, if it was like reversed and you're like not feeling that first message, then maybe it's like time to like look inward a little bit. Oh, and then the last thing Biddy says that I want to share is stay fiercely determined and focused on your goals while being friendly and optimistic with those around you. And I'm going to add, and you can achieve anything.
I love that. I get this card a lot too. God damn, I actually get.
Well, that's because you are the sunshine. You are a queen. Sorry.
Well, but sometimes it's reversed. I will say though, it's funny in the Universal Goddess deck. It's this image of a goddess, and she's like looking at her adoring son, and in the background there's a temple on fire.
Oh my god. Ooh.
So I always took that to mean like, what are you ignoring?
Interesting. Yeah, no, in the Rider Waite Smith version, she's like on a throne with sunflowers and a black cat.
Yeah, that sounds lovely. That sounds like peak
super
witchy
cute.
queen.
Yeah. And then I actually have more to say about her, but it bleeds into the King one, so I'm going to move into King, but we're coming back around.
Gotcha.
All right, so King, last but not least, we've got a badass on a lion throne here. Big, bad Lannister vibes in some ways, but, like, he has a little salamander buddy. What is going on? Did George R. R. Martin get into the tarot? Because, like, kind of on the nose here. Little dragon in his hand. Lion King on the throne. Upright.
I bet you he did.
Oh,
Tara?
yeah, he totally did. Probably. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, if he was smart, he would. Tarot's all about, like heroes' journeys and archetypes and like what the basis for good storytelling. So,
yeah, ain't that the truth? Okay, so upright, King, natural born leader, vision, entrepreneur, honor, and then reversed, we've got impulsiveness, haste, ruthlessness, and high expectations. And incest. Wait, is that the Lannister? That's not on the thing. I take that back.
I was like, what?
All right, so the queen is like feminine fire energy. She is creative. She's bright and sunny. She's a little sexy. She's got a black cat. She's like, she's just like... whereas the king is like the masculine side of that coin, although also boo traditional gender roles. This is just how we're going to read it in terms of like, but everybody's got feminine and masculine energy in them and whatever.
Yeah.
It's a spectrum.
Right.
So in a tarot reading, you see the king, he's like the CEO of a startup. He's just like taking an idea and enlisting a team, not necessarily like the queen is like, oh, she brings her friends along, she guides everybody. He's like got a work team, to make it happen. He's not so dreamy. He's not so creative. He's just like big action boy. That's what I literally wrote word for word.
Big action boy.
Big
I love that.
action boy. He has a long-term vision. He's not the knight. He's mature enough to see it through. He's not impulsive. He's like looking at the big picture and he's getting it done. His appearance in a tarot reading suggests an opportunity that is solid, something that's long-term, and that you have the power and will to make happen if you commit to it. And in this case, it's not just any opportunity. You are the sole determining factor for how whatever situation you're looking at shakes out.
Oh, dip.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you have the power, but like that also means that you are in charge. Like you either succeed or fail with your own commitment to this.
Damn, that's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, it's big. He's a big action boy. What can I tell you?
Big action boy. I love it.
So some things to ask. Am I giving whatever's on my plate my all? Is there an opportunity in front of me? Have I taken the time to thoughtfully craft a strategy? How will I act? And what outcome do I want? Because I'm going to be the determining factor here. So, like, it's a lot of power, but also, like, but that's kind of cool because if you really, like, put your all into it, this is, like, the opposite of an opportunity. Like, I feel like the ace and the page are both like, there's a little something in front of you. Reach out and grab it. And, like, the ace is just like, oh, we don't know what'll happen. And the page is like, you know, you can probably do it. And then the king is like, this is going very well. Like, grab it. Go. Like, lion throne.
Lion throne. Would you say, Emily, that with great power comes great responsibility?
Kate, I would have to say that with great power comes great responsibility.
I love it. I love it.
And that's it. Those are the ones.
Wow. Wow.
Whew.
What a journey.
Young and alive, baby. Young and alive.
I feel like I know so much more now and also nothing.
Yeah, I feel like I learned so much in this process of doing these 4 suits that now I want to go back and start again.
I literally am
Which
breaking...
is what the cycles of the tarot are in some ways. So.
Oh my God. You're so right. You are embodying
Just
the tarot.
got to keep going round and round, baby. Wheel of life. Wheel of life. Sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I'm just overwhelmed right now. Because I'm going through my deck and I'm like breaking my tarot into suits again because I'm like, you know what? I need to sit with these a lot more. If anything,
shit.
I feel like this is like, oh, I need to really, like, we've done it for the podcast, but now I need to like we've made the
actually
food,
look at it and
but now I need
understand
to
what it looks like in
ingest
the decks that you actually
Yes,
use. And like,
yes.
Yeah, I'm there. I was thinking of making a spreadsheet, but I think that your way might be a much smarter way.
Although, you know, Mama loves a good spreadsheet.
I do love a good spreadsheet.
Okay, so I have a big question for you, Emily. Now that we've done all 4 suits, where would you put our Beyonce, Lizzo, RuPaul, Ina Garten? How would you assign them to the queens? Remember, you would set this up from the first one.
Yeah. No, I do
second
remember.
one.
I just don't know. I feel like I need to look at the queens in order to go back through my memory to like get there again. Queens of Tarot Google search.
So here's my theory, and I'm just going purely off of what I had already said before, and I'm gonna double down on it.
Okay.
I believe this is my opinion, and please, listeners, witchcasters, if you feel, tell us what you think, and we're gonna post about this obviously on Instagram. Post in the comments. I am still going to stand with Beyonce as Queen of Pentacles, Lizzo as Queen of Cups, RuPaul as Queen of Swords, and Ina Garten as Queen of Wands.
I can be into that.
Because here's my thing about Ina Garten. I think she has created a bountiful, beautiful home for herself. She has this great arrangement with her husband. She does her own thing and creates really beautiful, wonderful things. She's very creative, but at the same time, she loves to have her friends over. And her,
her whole show is like, she's got a new show that's also just hanging out with people.
What? She has a new show?
I know, but it's on Discovery Plus, so I haven't been able to watch it yet. Do you want to like go in on a Discovery Plus login for a month?
Oh my God. I just got so excited. Yes, absolutely. No, I will like pay for it like for a year because I've been wanting to get Discovery Plus so I can watch all my HGTV shows and Food Network shows.
I'll split it with you. Tell me how much it is and I'll give you half.
Girl, I'm literally going to sign up after we hang up.
Okay.
This is not sponsored.
Like, the more Food Network and HGTV stuff they move there, the more I'm like, I got to get in there.
I mean, there's a hole in my life. Ever since I got rid of cable, there's a big hole in my life and it needs to be filled with my HGTV and Food Network.
I so feel that. I've been watching, we have a Sling box, so I've been like logging into Dan's parents' cable in their cottage in Maine and watching HGTV.
Nice.
And like NCIS New Orleans.
Oh my God, amazing. There's just something really comforting about that. Like just like daytime television that you can have in the background. It's so nice.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm totally fine giving Food Network like $50 for the year. If it's like $500, let's talk and not do that. But I I feel like it's got to be like
$6 or $8 a month or $12 a month. It's got to be around there.
It can't be super expensive. And so whatever that is, they can have my money. HGTV and Food Network, I need to perpetuate what they're doing.
Listen, so. Discovery Plus, if you want to sponsor us and give us free, you don't even have to pay us. Just give us free Discovery Plus for
that's all we want
for the year, and we'll talk about you.
Yeah, we will talk about you.
It'll be genuine and authentic.
Our listeners will be like, "This used to be a witch podcast, but I think it's just home renos now."
Anyway, do you have any other thoughts on wands before we draw a card?
No, I'm just ruminating, just learning, growing, you know, taking a step back. I actually am excited to draw a card. Is it? It's
your turn.
Yeah, I brought my Moon Power tarot. Give a little shuffle. All right. I feel that. Let's see. This card is calling to me.
Nice.
The Knight of Cups.
Ooh. Going back to the cups.
Yeah, Knight of Cups. Can we remember? Do you want to see it?
That's such a cool card.
Isn't it?
I love your Moon Power deck.
Me too.
All right, let me try and
it's very like alien.
Into it.
All right, so we know that the Knight is like strategy, like impulse, action, and then the cups are like what? Water, emotions, like prosperity to a certain degree. Intuition. All right, upright, creativity, romance, charm, imagination, beauty. Reversed, overactive imagination, unrealistic, jealous, moody. All right, so the Knight of Cups is the classic romantic of the tarot deck.
Oh.
In touch with intuition and emotions, and using them masterfully to charm and attract others. They show compassion and understanding towards others because they've learned to understand their own feelings and emotions. They are kind. They are caring. They are very in touch with their feminine side. Maybe they're writing a little romantic poem. They're like a lover, you know? I feel like I do remember this now that I'm doing this.
Yeah.
We're so good at this. All right, so you may find yourself drawn to a particular passion or hobby. Now's the time to turn it into something. You're in no hurry, but like true imagination feeds on action. Oh, okay. So there you go. So like you're like kind of moving slowly because of you're in like a dreamy sort of state, but like this card is like, yo man, time to go. You've got a mission. Get into it. Yeah. But this one's mission is very like harmonious and humanitarian and like romantic, you know?
A lot of
like
love.
A lover.
Love energy. Yeah.
Who did we say this was? Lizzo is the Cups
Lizzo's
queen.
the queen. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean she's not the knight, but like, yeah, I feel like that kind of tracks.
Yeah. I think so. I think she's very, I don't know if you've been watching Watch Out for the Big Girls.
I haven't yet. I've
so
just been
good.
watching TikTok. I've been
my God.
very on TikTok. I don't know what to tell you.
I am also very on TikTok. Please send me TikToks anytime you want.
Oh, I will.
I like this Knight of Cups energy. I will accept that and bring that into my life.
We'll go romantically into the future.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, but watch out for the big girls. It's really good. I cry like every episode. It's like an anti-reality show.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Well, okay, so if you like us, please. I was like, how do I transition
Follow us on Instagram. At Witchcast Podcast.
Yeah, you can just finish it.
Oh, I was just having fun. I'm sorry.
No, I love it.
You can find us on the internet at witchcastpodcast.com. You can email us anytime you want at witchcastpodcast@gmail.com. And hey, if you're having fun, if you're laughing along, why not take those fingers and type on down to Apple reviews where you can give us 5 stars if you want.
Yeah. It helps
nice.
Other people find us.
Pretty
and or you could also rate us on Spotify. Rate us positively anywhere, honestly.
Anywhere you want.
Bathroom
everywhere.
walls. Yeah.
Just, like on your own whiteboard. That'd be cool.
Yelp.
It's good to be up there. Yeah.
I guess, yeah. And we love you. And thanks for hanging out with us. And until next time.
Hex.
Yeah!
Cause it's Witchcast.
This is all coming back to me now.
Yeah. It's all coming back. It's
All
coming
coming
back. To me now.
back. It's all coming back to
Speaking
me.
of romance, what a great song.
There are moments of gold.
There were flashes of light.
Yeah.
There were things I'd never do again.
But then they always seemed right.
Ain't that the truth?
We're losing it.